Hey, what's up, guys? The name is here. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, as you can see, I brought back Ram to the show.
Hello, hello.
So, Ram brought us some fragrances from the fragrance company called Persons of Interest. He bought the Discovery set, and I'd like to give a shout out to Dino. Hey, Dino. So, yeah, Ram is gonna hear because it's his fragrance. I'm gonna let him do the spraying on, and we're gonna be both testing it together. Give it a rating in the opening and the dry down, and see our thoughts are. Now I smelled 4 of them.
Yes.
So just because Dino gave me 4 of them, so I smelled it, but we'll just say it's a first impression. So, and we'll go on from there. So I'll let you start it off.
Yeah, I mean, we have 10 fragrances, and spoiler alert, they're all good. Kind of, yeah. Some are better than others. We'll try. I think, this one you definitely smelled it before.
Yeah.
Tobac Noir.
Yes, it's my favorite. Wow. You know what this smells to me? It smells like rum. Some boozy.
Actually, yes. Yeah, it's sweeter than the first time I tried it on. Right. For some weird reason.
Maybe on the paper is different.
I think so.
But I really, really love this one. It's very cozy. It's very comforting. That boozy smell. I know there's tobacco in here. But
Yes. Rum and Coke.
Rum and Coke.
Yes, rum and
Okay,
Coke.
interesting. I actually wore this on a date when me and my fiance were on a trip together. I wore it and she really liked it, and I really liked it too.
Would you, what setting would you wear this? Night?
I will
winter?
wear it in the evening for sure, on a date or just to a special event, not to clubbing. Something more sophisticated.
For me, actually, I think summer night will be more appropriate, like a summer date night.
Yeah. I mean, you can wear it anytime in the evening, but if you were to wear it in the daytime, I think in the cold weather when it's snowing, you wear this. I've wore different fragrances like with tobacco and like vanilla. In the cold weather, it just projects really, really well. It works better.
Yeah, that's actually a good setting. Yeah, you're right. At daytime, it has to be winter. Yeah, summer, daytime, not so much.
No, because it get too cold, and then because of the heat and the sun could give you like headaches and stuff.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Cool. So what would you rate this?
I would give this a 9.
A 9. Yeah.
9.
Nice.
And what would be your rating?
Yeah, I think up there. Maybe I would give it an 8.
An 8. Okay.
All right. So the next one we have is also the one you're familiar with, Sex and Cigarettes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's fair. Yeah, this one, I wear the shaving cream of it, the Crown Shaving Company that Dino owns as well, and it's so similar to that one. And I was surprised he had a company, and he made this for this fragrance. I was really glad to hear it.
You recommended me this one, but I just went with the whole set.
Yeah, I mean the whole set is good. Yeah.
It's really strong right now.
Very tobacco-y, yeah. You know what I kind of get a hint of coconut. A little bit of coconutty.
Yeah, I think you have a better nose than me.
Yeah, well, I could be wrong. I mean, fragrances usually tend to it has certain notes in it, but it could smell differently to other people because everyone has different senses. But I smell the tobacco note is the prominent note, and it's all about the tobacco.
Exactly. Yeah, it's smoky tobacco. Yeah, exactly.
Smoky, a little bit fresh, maybe a little bit fresh.
Yeah. So the Tobac Noir was sweeter, more Coke and rum kind of sweetness.
This one's dry.
This one's dry.
It's just dry.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I feel like on a date night, the Tobac Noir is better.
Yes.
Because it's just too masculine.
Too masculine, yeah.
And then when your date's smelling it, probably puts the wrong. But it's not. I'm not saying it's a bad fragrance or something, but I'm just saying, in the winter settings and something formal, dinner you wear,
Exactly. It's a formal. It's really formal and masculine, and like if I would wear this in a heartbeat if I'm going to like some people have a hunting room where they have like all
Oh
their
yeah.
hunts, like
Oh yeah.
yeah, and so like this kind of setting really suits that thing.
It's
Like it's
just,
really masculine.
I feel like this when you wear it when you're with a group of guys and you're like,
Yeah,
man,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. What would you rate this?
Oh, 8.9.
8.9. Okay.
8.9. I mean,
Almost
I
a
like
9.
the Tobac Noir, Tobac Noir a little bit better.
I like this, but I just feel like it's really limited where you can wear it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, for me, I'll go with an 8 as well. All right, the next one we have is Havana Conference.
You know what I'm getting here? I'm getting licorice. It smells
Yeah.
like licoricey to me.
Hmm.
I believe it has the patchouli note, which is kind of like earthy. There's tobacco in here, I get it. I know that has patchouli in it. It has tobacco in it, but I get more the spiciness. I get a licorice.
I'm actually I just like picked up the licorice. Yeah. Right.
You know what I like about this? It's very refreshing, and I feel like this is one of those things that you put on and then you smell it. It like makes you feel differently, like smelling something fresh like this.
Lifts up your mood.
Yeah,
Of thing.
kind of, yeah, because
Yeah.
some notes have these things in it that.
But yeah, like probably like a summer evening, like not like late evening, like sex and cigarettes, but this is like a summer evening
Yeah.
kind of.
Yeah, I feel like it's very, like it reminds me of the forest. It's very, reminds me of the forest. It's earthy, it's woody. I feel like you could wear this all year round.
Actually, yeah, it works.
Because it has that extra freshness to it.
Mhm.
It could probably work in the daytime as well.
Yeah. What would you give this?
I'll give this one an 8.
An 8. I would give it an 8, but like they're
No,
all
it
8s right
doesn't.
now.
Give it you whatever.
Maybe a 7.5.
7.5.
Okay, next one. I've got Two Wolves.
This one's different than the other ones.
Yes, yeah. No tobacco in this one, so that's what makes it different.
It does an opening. It has this alcoholic.
Hmm.
I can smell the alcohol.
Yeah, sweet florals.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it smells some florals.
I think the first 3 that we tested were a bit more masculine, but this one can really work both genders, yeah.
It's very sharp. I feel like the smell is very sharp.
Okay.
I smell floral a little bit. Has a little bit of spiciness to it. I feel like.
Yeah.
I want to wear this one. I don't know if this is one for me.
What would you rate it?
Give it a 6.
A 6? Okay. Yeah, actually, I think it leans more toward being feminine than actually, like, especially comparing to the first 3. that we
Probably
tested.
because I have smelled perfumes that close smelling to this resemblance.
Okay. I'll probably give it a 7.
Give it a 7.
Okay, so now, I don't know if you tried this one before. It's called Untitled.
Oh, I've never smelled this one. I like this one.
Yeah.
It has this kind of like a woody pininess to it.
Yeah, actually, like, all of them, like, they smell natural. Like,
It has
it's
that
fresh.
It has that freshness in it.
Fresh, yeah.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the airport. Because in the airport, you know how to go to the airport, you got the duty freeze and you got all these fragrances. I feel like
Okay.
I get the reminder of the airport when I smell it. And I like it because I don't know, it just came to my mind. But it kind of reminds of the floral, like some florals I smelled. I don't know.
It's not sweet, it's not dry or bitter. It's just like perfect, like right in there.
Yeah.
For me, that's a 9.5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
I give it 8.
an 8? Okay.
8.
By the way, would you wear it like daytime, evening? Well,
I will wear this anytime. I think it's
I think so,
anytime.
I
I
think
think anytime. I'm not sure how well it will do in the cold. Probably it'll do well in the cold, but you gotta just test around to it. But I think it's mostly maybe it's good for spring, summer, fall.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure if it will be good in the winter. It might be, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. I would go with that.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it's really, it doesn't smell as good as last time. And I'll give it a 9 this time. Okay. This is a weird name, okay?
Okay.
I don't know. Sweet 1742.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like sweet, like not the sweetness, like hotel room suite 1742.
Sweet. Oh,
Yeah.
sweet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it reminds me of the scary movies, you know, the horror movies. The
Yeah.
name title is like something similar like this.
Yeah,
I
like
don't know.
let's say room 3 or 6 or something like that.
Yeah,
Something creepy
some
happens
horror
there.
movie.
Okay.
I love this one. It
You
smells
do?
it smells very refreshing, spicy. Again,
Fresh and spicy, yeah.
it takes me back a memory time. This one. I think when me and my family were moving to Canada back in 1990, I think I was in Singapore, and this is a smell I remember smelling when I was a kid. I love this fragrance just because I love the smell of it, but I like it that it's taking me back.
Okay, okay.
It's bringing me back memories. It's very fresh, and it's like I can't stop smelling it. You just want to smell it. Like,
Actually, yeah, you're right.
yeah. Wow. This is also the one that I would definitely want to purchase.
Yeah, it's very mild. Like I really cannot.
You know, it has that muskiness to it.
I don't know what I'm smelling, but it smells good. So.
It just smells earthy to me, fresh, very pleasant. It's an easy to wear fragrance. It's not like it's like overwhelming. And I feel like this could work again in the spring, summer, and the early fall. Not in more when the weather is still not as cold. This one I feel like it's very fresh. It just reminds me of the trees.
Well, what would you give it? I'll probably give it a 7.
I'll give it a 7.5.
Okay. Okay, so this one is called Beyond the Pines.
Oh, nice.
And I've worn it only once a couple days ago, actually. And I was trying to find some accounting books in a thrift store, and I was looking at the books. And I know when a person just passed by me and they, like after they pass, they just look at me like that. They're because it's like very projecting and it smells.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like.
So you grab someone's attention.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a compliment or like, what the heck are you wearing? This kind of thing. Yeah.
Was it a guy or girl?
It was a girl.
Okay, so you got her attention.
Yeah,
Nice.
but I don't know. The look was like kind of. Yeah, I really couldn't tell if it was like compliment, but it did grab her attention.
Yeah, well, yeah. Most of the times people wear fragrances, they want compliments, and sometimes I wear fragrances for myself. I don't care what people think of it. I wear it for myself. But for the most part, guys wear fragrances. They want to get the compliments and you know. Now, what I like about all these fragrances that they're very unique, and not a lot of people are wearing it.
Yes.
Know about it, and you stand out. It's not like
exactly.
Then all the 10, 20 other people wearing Dior Sauvage.
Yeah, exactly.
Like that. So yeah.
Let's try it.
Wow. This smell,
Pines, like I don't know. I feel like they got a pine tree and they just like put it in this small bottle, like.
Yeah, and you know how you go in the stores like Walmart, they have those diffusers, oil diffusers, you know, where you plug into the wall. I smelled one of those things on it. Like, I'm not saying that this is lower quality. This is good quality, but it has that smell, that piney smell.
Yeah, it's called Beyond the Pines. So.
Yeah, very, very strong. Yeah.
Very strong pine. Yeah. It's like Christmas almost, right?
I kind of would get why that girl thought you were wearing.
Yeah, I mean.
Because it's very bold.
It's very bold. It's very unique. Like I have never smelled anybody wearing this before. Like, not
Yeah.
even close, right?
To me, I feel like this is good in the colder weather for sure. Like, this is a kind of a scent. If I smell it, even if it's warm, a slight warm, or if it's too hot, it could give me a headache.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, because I had experiences with like fragrances like that. Even the slight heat, if it's just a warm weather, it give me a headache. So I feel like this one is just a little bit too overwhelming for me.
Okay. It is strong, like the pine smell is like really there.
Like, I feel like you have to watch how you spray it, because if you spray it too much, it's gonna be stick with you, and it's just gonna come. It's just gonna. I had bad experience because I overspray,
Yeah. Okay.
and then that's when I run into trouble and like I'm suffocating myself. I feel like this. If I will wear this fragrance, I have to really watch out how I spray it.
Okay.
If I were to spray this on, to start it off, I'd just do half a spray. I would make sure I don't push it all the way. Just go half behind the ear, and I won't spray it at all. And that's a two half spray, so it'll be one full spray, half. So just
Okay.
because then I would just work around and see how it works out. Just I don't want to just jump right into it with a full spray on each side.
Yeah. I don't know. I like it. At the same time, I don't. I like it because it's really unique. Like, it really is.
Yeah, it's very earthy. It's
Yeah.
woody.
Yeah.
It feels like
Spicy.
Yes, it has some spices in it. But I mean, it could be good for other people. But for me, I personally won't wear this one. This probably, and if I will wear it, it'll be just once a year.
I probably would wear it again, but not that often. Cool. So what would you give it?
I'll give it a 6.
Okay. I'll give it a 6 too, actually. Yeah. But yeah, this one actually for me. Okay, it's called Buried Past.
Buried past.
Buried Past. Yeah. And
Oh, like to bury something in the ground.
yeah, like buried past, like you
Oh
just
my
like
gosh, a dead body.
not a dead body, but like your past basically is buried. Yeah.
Oh, okay. The past that
Yeah.
you buried that you wanted to like put in behind you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But I think it's one of my favorite names out of these. I really like it. I don't know.
Yeah. I think we all had something like that you want to bury.
I love it. I really do.
Yeah, it's different than the other ones.
It's different, yeah. And I think the name, like, just got it so perfectly. I don't know why, like, it's just perfect.
It smells like this cemetery.
No,
smells very-
it's really floral. Like, it's really, really floral, right?
Yeah.
Like, really sweet floral.
Yeah, I get a little hint of spiciness in it to it as well. I do get some kind of, as I'm smelling it, hinting at more, I get the floral.
Okay. And I think the name really got it perfectly because, like, Buried Past is like, you know, it's a gray thing, black and white thing, and then...
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you think? I think this is
Yeah.
a winter.
Would you wear this fragrance?
I would definitely, yeah. I did a couple times, actually.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't get as much attention as Beyond the Pines, but...
Yeah. I like it, but I don't know if this is the fragrance for me.
I love everything about it, actually. The name, the smell. Actually, for me, this is the 9.5.
9.5.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, okay. I'll give this. I hate to say this, but I'll give it a 5.5.
Okay, that's cool, actually. Like,
I just want to, like, we're both being honest. Like,
Yeah.
we don't want to say this is bad. This is just for us.
Yes.
What
yeah.
we think of it, not necessarily what I think about it. Probably will be different. I mean, you like it more than
Yeah.
me, so we're all different. So that's what's good. We're doing this collaboration so people can see. Yeah. So, but I give it a 5.5.
Okay.
That's not mine.
Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Move on. What do we got here?
It's called Status.
Status.
Yeah.
Interesting.
We're kind of back to the masculine vibes.
It's very fresh. It's very bright.
Yeah, it's like on the stronger side.
I wouldn't know if a female would wear this.
Yeah, I think it's like too bright and strong.
It's very sharp. It has a spiciness to it. It's sharp. So as I'm smelling it, it kind of tingles my nose. You know how it is.
Yeah, yeah, actually it does. Yeah.
But I like it. It has something in it that reminds me of the fragrance by Dior Sauvage. I think this will work all year around.
I would wear this in the daytime though.
Maybe you can wear it dressing up, but I feel like it's more of maybe more towards a casual.
Yeah, because like unlike those the first couple ones we tested, like they were more formal. Yeah. But this one is like more on the freshier side.
More on the fresh, it can work more. It's more on the casual side, but you could probably wear it a little bit dressed up as well. It's not a dark. It's very.
Yeah.
I give this one a 7.
Okay.
And you?
Yeah, 7.5. Yeah.
So.
Okay, now finally, it was featured in one of your videos. It's called Supernova.
Oh, okay, Supernova.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's.
First time smelled this. Like for me, it was like 100% mastic.
Okay.
Yeah, is that like kind of resin that you get out of a tree? But I mean, it smells really good. It's punchy, you know.
Yeah, it's very punchy. Again, it has that licorice vibe. I get a little bit of spicy.
Oh yeah. Okay, I get you. Yeah.
But I remember when I sprayed this on my skin when I had it. It really reminded me of this fragrance by Hermes called Tour de Hermes. The Parfum one, the Parfum concentration. This is a pretty bit strong. I feel like even as I'm smelling it, it's hitting me the back of my head.
Me too. Yeah.
It's burning my nose and like.
Okay, no, I feel like I've had like couple shots right now, so I'm smelling this.
Like,
yeah, it feels like the same
you know
feeling.
when you did the nostril thing for your nose to clear up your nose, you sprayed and it kind of burns your nose.
Okay.
That's what I'm getting right now.
It smells good, right? What do you think?
It smells good. It smells good, but I feel like this one is, for me, I think it's for winter only.
Okay.
Maybe, like.
Yeah, it's strong. Yeah, so like. Definitely works in the winter. I actually tried it on a couple days ago as well, and my mom actually really liked it, and she was like, "Yeah, that's like 100% masculine."
So did you ask her if she likes to wear it?
Her personally no, but like she really liked that I'm wearing it, and it says it kind of reminds her of some colognes in the 80s.
Oh yeah. So it's okay. So
like I guess back in the day, right? Like it was like, you know, colognes were like punchy and.
Yeah,
really witty and strong. Because actually I read that the sense of smell is like the one that is most related to memories. Yeah. Like if you smell something, it's like the most triggering to your memories.
Smells a little bit piney to me. Smells like cypress.
Okay, yeah.
So what would you rate this one?
I'll give it an 8.
I'll give it a 6.5.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like kind of drunk right now. Actually, yeah, it's like really hits your nose, right?
Okay, and we're back. So it's been over an hour easily, an hour and a half probably. Yeah. So we let the fragrances dry down, and we're gonna go through it in the order we started, and we're gonna smell it. We see if we changed our rating, if it got better or worse, or still the same.
Yep.
Okay, there we go. Let's start off
with the Tobac Noir.
Tobac Noir, yes.
Actually, it's been so long that I can't remember the open notes anymore.
I feel like it got a little subtle. It got settled down. It doesn't have that rum.
Actually, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I just remembered. Yeah, it was like rum and coke, right?
It's a boozy.
Yeah.
But right now, it's just it got like a warm and cozy scent.
I think the tobacco now, it's more there. What do you think? Or
I
you
feel
don't
like the
smell it
tobacco
anymore?
got away a little bit.
Got away? Okay.
But I like it. It has a nice, slight touch of sweetness to it.
Yes, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Or I still keep it I give it a 9, right?
You did, yes.
9, I keep it a 9 still.
Yeah, I gave it an 8. I'll keep it an 8 as well, yeah. Next one is Sex and Cigarette.
Sex and cigarettes. It got very, very more tobacco-y. Like
Yeah, I got more intense.
it got more intense, very. It has a bitter.
Yeah, it's really smoky. Like the
Very.
tobacco smoke. Yeah, it's like
Yeah. I'll give
Yeah.
it, I'm going to have to take it down a little bit. I'll give it an 8.5. Just because it lost that booziness to it. Right now it's just tobacco. And it's more intense. I feel like the nose has to get used to this kind of smell. I've just smelled it, not too much. I just feel like right now I'm going to have to go down. I give it an 8.9. I'm going to give it 8.5.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give it a 9. I think 9.5 is a bit high,
Okay.
but I think I like it better than the open notes.
Okay.
Yeah. Havana Conference.
I feel like it has a more sharper smell to it. It doesn't change too much, it just got more sharper. What did I give this one? Tobac Conference?
Give it an 8.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take it to the 7.
Really? I gave it a 7.5. I'm gonna give it an 8. We just swapped.
To the next.
Two wolves.
Two wolves.
This is definitely more feminine. It works both ways, but it's more on the feminine side. Maybe I'll make it a 7.5.
Okay. I'll stay with the 6.
Yeah, Untitled. Yeah, this is like the two wolves and Untitled. They're like the opposite, right?
This one's more softer, more gentler. Yeah, I'll stick with the 8 here. This is 8.
I gave it a 9.5. I think I'm gonna stick with that. I'm very generous, right? Okay, Sweet 1742.
Oh, has this kind of like an old smell, kind of like a vintage smell. Yeah, I'll bump this up to 8.
I gave it a 7. I'll probably give it a 7. Okay, Beyond the Pines.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Man, I feel like this one got stronger. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah.
For me, it's just a little bit too much. Too strong. When I smell it up close, it's going up my nostril and it's hitting me in the head. Like it's a very bold, it's bold and loud. I give it a 5.5. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, but I gotta be honest with this. For me, for my likings, I think that's a little bit too strong.
It's, beside being strong, it's just not conventional at all. Like, this is just totally something different. Like, it's not a fragrance that you've ever smelled or like you've even close to it. Yeah, just like something totally different, right?
Yeah. I mean, it feels like it just smells like one thing only.
Yeah.
Specific though, it has other notes in it, but that one note is so prominent that it takes over the other notes.
I'll actually, just because it's so unique, I'll just give it a 6.5. Okay, this one is the one that we really disagreed on the most. Buried Past. Oh my God, yes.
Do you know what it smells like to me right now? Kind of like the dirt of a plant, and I'm getting a hint of florals. I feel like it got better. I feel like it has that smell, when it rains and it hits the dirt, and it gets that nice earthy smell to it. I'll give it a 7.
Yeah, for me, I give it a 9.5, and I would keep it the same. I really love that smell. Status.
I feel like it got stronger. It's got more intense. Yeah, probably stick with a 7.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'll bump it up. I gave it a 7.5. I'll give it an 8.
Yeah. What did I give this one?
A 7.
7? I'll give it a 7.5.
Lastly, Supernova, which was your favorite. No, just
I'm not a fan of the smell. It's just very, very spicy. It has that spice and it's hitting my nose inside. It's making my nose tickle, like want to sneeze or something.
For me, I don't feel that way, but it is strong. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 5.5.
Oh, really? Okay, take it down.
Yeah.
I gave it an 8. I think I'll give it an 8.
Okay, so we went through our piles and we had some ties there, so we had to break those ties and pick one. So I'm gonna start first. So I picked up my top 3. So my first favorite one, number 1, is Tobac Noir. My number 2 will be Sex and Cigarettes, and my number 3 favorite is Sweet 1742.
Yeah, actually, I just noticed we both picked Sex and Cigarettes as number 2.
Oh, there.
Yeah, but my first one was Untitled. I just feel like it's more versatile around the year than Sex and Cigarettes because like it's very strong evening winter smell fragrance for me. But yeah, Sex and Cigarettes is like it's good. It's good. It just like because it's strong and very smoky. It's not as versatile as Untitled.
That nice pipe tobacco scent. I really like it a lot. I love the shaving cream from the Crown's Shaving Company. I use it all the time with the lotion. It's very good. But what I like about the Tobac Noir is it has that sweetness to it.
It does, yes.
It has that coziness to it. So it has a bit of both. The tobacco, this, whereas the Sex and Cigarettes is more about that tobacco.
Yes.
And it's very bold and loud.
And my number 3 actually was Buried Past.
Very nice.
He didn't like it as much, but yeah, for me, it's just so amazing. The name is really great. And yeah, just because number 3 is just not as versatile, I would say, as well, unlike Untitled.
Okay.
Like, if I wear this, it has to be like a gray day, and this is just the pop of color that you need.
Yeah.
Because it's like very floral and just reminds you of all these colorful flowers.
So, would you purchase the Untitled first?
Yeah, I would actually go in that order. I really like the sample kit that.
The sample.
Yeah, because like it's just so you have so many options and you can just wear out of 10. You know, like you have 10 fragrances to choose depending on the weather and temperature.
Yeah, I was surprised because I thought I would have I liked Havana Conference, but on the dry down it just got more intense and more spicy and more licoricey. It got the so didn't even make it to my top 5. So, but my top 3, yeah, and I would definitely first purchase the Tobac Noir. That's my favorite. But I like the Tobac Noir and Sex and Cigarettes. I think those are my favorite.
Yeah.
Followed by 1742. Yeah.
Yeah, any of these top 3 honestly wouldn't go wrong. The Buried Past is a bit of a niche. But Tobac Noir, Sex and Cigarettes, even the Sweet 1742, like
they're very nice fragrances, and what's good about it, everyone has a variety of to choose from because some people don't like that. So there's a lot of selections to it. So yeah, it's a pretty good house, and check it out if you haven't already. The link for it'll be down in the description section below by local company in Canada, Ontario, named Persons of Interest. They make very nice fragrances. This is awesome.
I think the best way to go with is to buy the sample kit.
Yeah, the sample kit's the best way because you don't want to blind buy.
Yeah.
These fragrances, I think. I mean, unless if you're really sure. Look, I mean, the Tobac Noir and the Sex and Cigarettes is pretty. The name is pretty straightforward. It has a tobacco. You like tobacco? These two are you. Chances are you like these ones.
Yeah, exactly. Beyond the beyond the pines, it smells good, but again, like you would have to be a really different person to rock this, right? Fun.
Write down in the comment section below if you tried any of these fragrances and what you think of it and how is it working out for you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Take care. Peace.